Let's go here. This, not this. So what we are doing here? After that, we are retrieving the value of that. UI dot that web element dot get attribute of value. We will see what that will print. A type. Okay, type. We'll run this code. Okay, we will put a breakpoint first thing. Okay, login Gmail, right? Login Gmail. Debug. Okay. See, what it did, mail or phone, it entered that one, right? First it cleared that, then it entered that one. Now it's trying to get the attribute of value. Okay, we will see what it will do. F10 I am doing. Okay, it already printed something. Okay, so if you take this control, expand this, right now it's not resolving. Okay, but that's fine. Okay, again F10. Now click button is there. What is the click button? Maybe next button. Okay, we'll see what it did. Yeah, it clicked the next button. Okay, nice. Okay, so now let's say after entering this one, we need to verify this error is there. What we will do? Tell me, anyone? Not find your Google account. We want to verify if you enter this, we need to get this error. How we can verify? Automation. That we will do it later. But we go here. First day have done. First case is done. Let's go here. So here text is see get attribute of value. What is the get attribute of value doing? This one. The value inside the text box. Type. Get attribute of type is email. Okay? Because if you inspect this control, type. Any attribute we can get. Get attribute of type is email. Get attribute of autocomplete. Username it will return. If you want to retrieve any attribute value, these are all the attributes, right? Let's say max length somewhere is there, or tab index. Get attribute of tab index. 0 it will return. Understand? So let's say get attribute of value. Value it will return whatever the value inside that text box is there. Remember, if you go to Google homepage, there is a text box. Max length is 2048. Get attribute of max length, it will return 2048. So runtime, if you want to retrieve any attribute, we will use the get attribute method, which is very, very helpful. Right? Understand or any questions about the get attribute? This is the interview question. They will ask how do you retrieve any value of an element or attribute of an element. Get attribute. Is it clear?
Sir, can you repeat?
See, every element there will be attributes, right? So for this element, these are all the attributes, right? Type, class, autocomplete, JS name, spell check. These are all the attributes. So if you want to retrieve any attribute, we will use the get attribute method. So what we did here, get attribute of attribute name. attribute, and what attribute we want to retrieve, we need to pass that. Get attribute of type. So what is get attribute of type? Email. Value of that. Value of that attribute it will retrieve. Right? If you say get attribute of autocomplete, what it will return?
Username.
Username. Understand? So let's say get attribute of area label, email or phone. Name is there. Get attribute of name, identifier. Understand? Here. So understand now what the get attribute will do at runtime. Okay, at runtime, whatever it is there. Okay, after the page is loaded, whatever the attributes are there, we can retrieve the attributes. Of course. That is the use of the get attribute method. Okay, clear? Now we interacted with the text box. We typed something and we retrieved something. Right? We typed something, this value, right? And we retrieved this one also. How we retrieve this? Get attribute of value. So if you go to the code, what we are doing here, get attribute value, it will return the whatever the value of the text box is there. Understand? Clear or any questions? Now let's say control or right line, get attribute of what attribute we will read to tell me. Get attribute of area label. Can we do area label? Get attribute of area label. What this will return? Email or phone it should come. Right? Email or phone. Okay, let's run this test case. But we did not change the code, right? Here, let's stop this or run it. So now third one should come. Area label is. See here, area label is email or phone. You understand now? What is the get attribute method will do? We'll use this method anytime when we want to retrieve any attribute. Here. So now you understand how to interact with the text box. So how we interacted, tell me. We entered something. First, before entering, we clear. How to clear? If anything is there, we want to clear. Let's say sometimes when the page is loaded, some value is pre-populated in the text box. How we will clear that?
We can use clear method.
Clear method. We need to get the text box, then dot clear. After clearing, then we can enter the text whatever we want. Then after entering the text, if you want to retrieve, get attribute of value in the double quotes. Right? This is the way we can interact with this one. So now tell me how to interact with button. Button normally what we will do for the button? What we will do on the button? Text box we type, right?
We can perform click operation.
Can perform click action. Let's say I want to retrieve some attributes of the button. Okay, how we can do that? Or let's say click action. We want to do the click, right? So we know how to click, right? Let's say for example, just we need to get the web element dot click we need to do, right? Dot click we need to do. Let's see this button. What kind of attributes are there? span, this one. Everything is div. Under that span, normally span they will use for the text, right? Okay. Span text is next.
Next.
This blue color, everything is the division. See, if you're moving the mouse, this is the parent. This is another div. Under that span is there. Understand? You see span, if you mouse over span V6, this one is showing, right? Class is showing. Span VFP KD. What is that value? The top of the control is showing, right? That is the class name. Div class name is showing, right? Here, always whatever it show here on the element, that is the class. This is another div. Top level. Understand the DOM structure? This is one div. This is whole thing is one div. After that, again there are two divs. This is one div, right? This whole thing is one div, right? Understand? So if you understand the entire page, it starts with HTML, header, body. Under the body, we will have divisions. See, this is one division. This is one division. Under that, this is another division, another div. Understand? Like that, it will be clear. Now, we learned about text box, how to interact, right? Now, let's say we have okay. Let's close this tutorial. Selenium tutorial. Interact with text checkbox and radio buttons. Okay, checkbox and radio buttons. We will see. Okay, first of all, we want to see. Let's see, we have the code or not. Checkbox. Okay, let's go here. Yeah, interact with checkbox. Okay, checkbox. Okay, say if you go to this page, okay, let's open this page manually. We'll see what is there in this particular page. Okay, so let me open this page. Okay, so in this page, we have checkboxes, right? We have checkboxes. Red, yellow, blue, orange, green, purple, right? Okay. So we need to select some checkbox. What we will do? What are the steps? Tell me. You want to select red and orange. Red and orange.
Inspect the element and perform click operation on that element.
So if you right click, inspect. This is the checkbox. Okay. Because we have multiple checkboxes here. Everything input type is checkbox, right? This is orange. This is red. What is the difference between this text box and this text box? Tell me.
Value.
Name is color. Name is color always. All the text boxes, name is color. So how we can differentiate these two, any of the two checkboxes?
By using values,
By using
value attribute.
Yeah. So now tell me how to write the XPath for this. Want to find red. Right? You want to select. So how we can select? How to identify?
Control F,
Controller.
double slash,
Hmm.
input,
Input.
inside the bracket at the rate,
Hmm.
value equal to single quotes,
We are going with the attribute value, right? So this is one checkbox, right? If you want orange, again here you can change it to orange, right? Now go here. This don't save. This is one. If you want to go for orange, ORANG, right? These two. Okay. So this is the element. Then we can do click on that, right? Let's see what is the code we have. Okay, here what they are doing, tell me. My value blue. Okay. Blue. What this code is doing? What checkbox they are getting?
if does,
Blue.
blue,
Blue. But blue, what is the value? It's uppercase blue. Here displayed is blue. Here lowercase blue. So when we are getting the element, it's lowercase blue. Okay. Then it is a property for the web element selected. It will return boolean, true or false. So if it is already selected, it will return true. Not selected, false. Is it selected when the page is loaded? The page is loaded.
no, no,
No. So that will return false. If it is not selected, then select. How we will select? Checkbox. Click on that, it will select, right? If you click on that, it will select. That's the one we are doing for the blue. Clear? What this code is doing? So first we are checking it is not selected. Our requirement is if it is not selected, then select. Okay. This is one way we can perform the operation. Here. Okay. What is this one? This one we will check later. Okay, I'm commenting out. How to comment it out? Comment out. Okay, right. Now interact with checkbox. Let's go here. Okay, interact with checkbox. Run. It loaded and it selected blue. You understand? Clear. It's not selected, so it selected true. Right? So let's say our requirement is when the page is loaded, if it is already selected and unselect, what we will do? Tell me. Our requirement is if the page is loaded, if blue color is already selected, blue color checkbox, then unselect. That is our requirement. Then how you will write the code?
Instead of false, we can write that true, equal to true.
Selected equal to true. Then what we need to do? And if you click on that, it will unselect, right? right? If it is already selected equal to true, then it will come inside the if condition, then it will click on that. Then it will select, right? But if you run the code, what will happen now? Tell me. It will go inside the if condition. Run this test case. It will go here. Yes or no?
Yes.
Yes. Why it will go? It's selected in the page load.
It is already selected.
No. Every time when it's run it will open the new browser. Now driver.navigate.go to URL. When the page is loaded, is it selected? Okay, let me put a breakpoint, you will understand. Okay. Oh, sorry, I should debug. The page is loaded, it's not selected. Blue is not selected. It never goes to the if condition. Inside the if condition, right? Test case might be executed. See? You understand? The condition is false. Condition is false, then it never unselect. You understand the logic? So I am saying
Okay.
if it is not selected, select. I am saying based on our requirement, we need to write the code. Okay. Same way, put type radio 3. We will enable this code. We will see what this is doing. Okay. On comment. Input type. Let's take this XPath, whatever we are using. Till this. From here, go to that page. Oh, that page is closed. First, go to that page. Go to the page. Okay. Now, go to the page and inspect anything and Control F. Do that. Control F. Now, whatever the XPath we are using, whatever the XPath we are using, Control C, come here and paste. Okay, this radio button. See here of 3. Okay, so now only one element it's identifying. Right? Now change the index to this one, Mozilla. Change to 3, Opera. Understand? Which radio button? Oh, okay. That is about radio button. Okay, checkbox. Okay, so here we have 3 radio buttons. How to interact with the radio button? So what is the input type? Radio. Everything input type is radio. So we have 3. We are going by the index, right? I'm saying I want to select the Opera. We have different browsers here. Internet Explorer, Mozilla, Opera. I want to select Opera, right? Then what is the index for that element? 3, right? That's what it's doing. The same page. Same page we have checkboxes. Same page we have radio buttons. Understand? Now let's run the code. Understand this one, how to interact with the checkbox. Let's say I'm putting on radio. Okay, now the test case name got changed. Go here. Okay, understand? Okay, it selected the blue. Again, here it selected the Opera. Clear? Clear. So if you are strong in the XPath our work will be easy. So finding the element is the, so in automation, finding the element, okay, that is the high priority. Once you find the element, we can perform the action, right? We can interact with the element. Okay, now we learned about how to interact with text box, how to interact with box, how to interact with video button. Let's say here also we need to have the same condition we can have. So let's say we are getting the web element of this one. So we are checking, is it selected equal to false? So what is this selected? It's a property or method, tell me. Property or method?
Property.
Property. So it what it will return? Boolean, true or false. If it is selected, it will return true. If it is not selected, it will return. So we are checking, if it is not selected, then click on that. After clicking on that, that means it's selected, then again we are checking the same property. What this should return? So here, before and after, Opera is selected. Okay, this is the static. Okay, first it would be false. Then we are selecting that. Then it should be true. Okay, now if you run the test case, you see Opera is selected. What is the value initially? False. After that, we are clicking on that. Then what is the value? It becomes the property value, true. Is it clear? So for checkbox or radio, that web element dot selected, that is the main thing. So if that is the entry question. How do you know some checkbox is selected? That web element dot selected equal to true, that means the checkbox is selected. Same way, radio button. The radio button web element dot selected, it will return true or false. Clear? Okay. Okay. So we learned about how to interact with text box, how to interact with radio button, and how to interact with checkbox. Now next one is very important one, drop down. Drop down we can learn in next session. Okay, but now we know how to interact with button, how to interact with the links and everything, right? Now are you comfortable writing the XPaths? Yes, are you comfortable writing the XPaths? Everyone?
Yeah.
Nazia, are you, Nazia and Gaurav, are you able to write the XPath?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Let me show you something. Hmm. Two more people joining from US. Manuel and fine. Okay. Let's take any website. Okay, what you need to do? Inspect the elements. Okay, everyone write the XPath for minimum of 5 elements. Okay? Now, about us. Able to see about us? About us. Nazia, can you tell me the XPath for this? About us.
Right click and
Inspect.
inspect.
So we know that this is a link, right?
Mhm.
Inspecting, can you tell me? In the notepad we will write down. Without inspecting, we know that it's a hyperlink. Let's assume, okay, the text is about us. So how you can find that? About dot
Element
by
brackets.
link text.
Link
Is the link text
about us.
about space us.
Yes.
This is the web element. Now you are assigning this to a web element, some link, something, some name about us. Right? Now we want to click on that link. What we will do? This is our web element, right? What we will do? Click is a method. Understand? Or instead of doing this, in one line we can write. How in one line we can do instead of writing 2 lines? Here dot dot 2 lines and this 1 line both are same. So here we are separately getting the web element. On web element we are performing the action. So here we are finding the element and we are performing the action. Clear? Now tell me how to get the XPath for the about us. Control F. Element, right?
A. Yeah.
Hmm.
/A.
Double slash A. There are 109 links in this page. Double slash A.
Yeah. We need
Brackets immediately. Brackets.
attribute.
Again inspect. If you have any doubt, again go there. It will show the element. That's what we need to do.
We can get by attribute.
What attribute you will do? ID or href?
Yeah. Href equals
Okay.
to about us.
Href equals
Say colon.
single quote about hyphen us. It's not finding. It's not.
Because that is A and U is in uppercase.
No. Lowercase only.
Double quotes.
Using attribute, what you need to do? At
Direct.
attribute. Understand? Right. This is one way. Right? At attribute name equal to the value. So now what is the other way you can write the XPath for this? Let's say you want to go with this one as a hyperlink text. How you can do that? Don't want attribute.
/A.
HTTP.
One, give her a chance, okay? Yeah. Yeah, Najia. So we're not going by the attribute, we are going by the text, hyperlink text. So text method equals a capsule here, right?
Yeah.
A capital and
U.
U caps. Understand? Finding one element, right? As long as
Mhm.
it is one element, we are good.
Yes.
Is it clear, right?
Yes, sir.
Test. Let's say our requirement is we want to find out in this home page total how many hyperlinks are there. How we will find out. How many hyperlinks are there in entire page? Put /A. It will show.
Yeah.
117 hyperlinks.
One. Yeah.
Clear.
Yes, sir.
How many input box are there? 12. How many images are there? 11 images. 11 images. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So you need to be very strong writing the X paths. Now I want to show you some important thing. The meeting will end, again we will join. All these are at the same level, right? All these links,
Mhm.
you go here, inspect, about us. See, all these are under the, these are list items under the UL. You see UL, right? Ordered list. Under that you have all these list items. How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Right? All these 6 elements are at the same level, siblings. Who is the parent for this? Who is the parent for this list items? This one, UL, unordered list. Right? Okay. Let's say now we are finding the about us. Right? Already we know the X path. Asia gave us the X path. Let's say downloads is there, but downloads developer did not give any attributes. We are not able to find the downloads using any of its attributes. So how we can identify that particular element using the other elements? Tell me. So there is a concept called following sibling, because all these are at the same level, right? So first we will identify about us. Okay, identify about us. How we can identify about us? Text equals about us, or href equal href equal. What is wrong? Let's inspect this again. ID top panel about ABOUT hyphen us. Okay, understand? Now we
Mhm.
found the about us. Okay, now we need to find the downloads using this. Okay, what we will do, /, okay, uh, dot. You do /, it will go to the parent. What is the parent? This list item, right? Under this list item, okay, at this level, again if you do /, it will go to the unordered